Me not like the system in Jamaica again. Because one time when Chucky Brown them and Adam them in there, we could have bust off boy head. Boy head could have bust off. You catch criminal and catch some boy we kill people and hold some boy with gun, they just bust off their head, youth. Police get the privilege enough to bust off some boy head. Me not like the system we are going to Jamaica now. Me don't know who crampy system. Me don't know who crampy system. They make sure take Chucky Brown and send him to prison. You understand? The whole like bad police them we contest with these comedians who call themselves bad man. Them take them off a front line and send them a prison or all kind of something. A pay like a softness there and in a force. Police them forget the privilege to bust out them boy head when they hold them youth. When they hold them, they bust out their head youth. Them a boy when they hold with gun, we a kill off innocent people and a rob down the place and a go on. Yo, them a boy enough to go to jail, you know. They have to give back police the privilege to bust out boy head in a youth. You see how crime turn up from Chucky Brown, they left out as a youth. Crime high. Boy if he dead and boy not dead. A pay take them a take boy a car boy go push in a jail for live again. After them kill off so much people. Boy head for a bust out as so. Police get back that the rights dog.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. The voice that you just heard is of a police. Won't say the name. However, you could hear the frustration in his voice based on a series of very unfortunate incidents that we've seen of lately, particularly in a Spalding where it is said that 4 men coming from some sorts of robbery mission in a shootout with the police ran inside Pick-a Paws supermarket and then they locked themselves in some sorts of storeroom, went on live and begging for their life. It made absolutely no sorts of sense. But then again, like I told you, at least one of them is said to be related to a member of the JCF or JDF. One of them was a police that was on suspension. We've seen this before in a Clarendon, Manchester, for us to be specific. Same thing, them robbed Pick-a Paws supermarket again, and then they were intercepted. They were held. They were not taken out. I could quote from series or a couple of incidents in which this happened. Yes, we've seen the police, seems as if they are going by the new amendment. Whenever you find them, you just take them, be the judge, the jury, and the executioner on the spots. Now, truth be told, sometimes the police them get carried away, them overdo it, them overdose on it, and people that are not supposed to lose their life. But there's a thing that is called collateral damage, casualty of war. When you're in a desperate situation and nobody wants to see their innocent people losing their life at the hands of the police extrajudicial. But sometimes when the thing kind of get sticky, you have to take extreme measures to deal with these extreme criminals. So we see the police them frustrated. We see the resident citizens of Jamaica frustrated, especially if you've been a victim of any sorts of criminal activity, especially your family losing his life at the hands of a gunman. They have zero mercy, and according to the Bible, there will be no sorts of mercy for the merciless. So therefore, same way you deal with people is the same way the police and people to deal with you, whether it is Tarzan and Jane Justice, may just say. We hear the frustration, we hear the cries. We need to do something before these people get a next opportunity, come out and do the same thing because that is what they have been doing before. However, when the police hold them are beg and a ball like them are some sorts of baby. Them no want no baba, them want a couple of corn in them head, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, when we talk about thief milk out of coffee, there were a group of young men led by one young man known as Joel Sims. He was called the Phantom, that have been plaguing the people in Brownstown. Brownstown is in St. Anne's for a couple of months. The police launched several dragnets, no success. He avoided them, he escaped. However, last week, Sunday to be specific, he was held. He was held along with 3 of his other cronies and they were officially charged, specifically Mr. Joel. He was charged for breaking into people's house, broke in a people's shop, broke this, broke that. He was breaking all of the stealing records known to mankind. Him robbed the church, him robbed the school, him robbed the principal, him robbed the teacher. Me hear say a man a walk him woman and him robbed the man half of the woman. I heard he stole the red light from out of the stop sign. He was thieving anything that he could get his little tentacles on. I want you to take a look to what the counselor for the era, her name is Kim Brown Lawrence, had to say about these men and how she was telling the Popo what a great job they did. And then I'll give my piece.
I must say the heartiest of congratulations to the members of the Brownstown Police Station for capturing suspected members of the constant robberies that was taking place on St. Christopher Drive. The principal was robbed and assaulted from the St. Hilda's High School. We had pedestrians robbed, people with their motor vehicles. The last incident was that the teacher at the school being robbed, the church being robbed. And to hear the police saying that they captured 3 suspected members as a citizen first and council second, I am happy.
Now, people, when we think about Jamaica, Jamaica seems to be filled with nothing but TikTokers, hustlers, scam, thieves. You can hardly find anybody, stranger, your bank manager, that is not putting their little claws on people's property. So we should not be surprised when the average man out there is stealing, because the facts are these. Your politician, your prime minister, your MP, they are all a sets of crooks. Your bank manager, people that you know, everybody a thief. It seems as if it is a pandemic, just like the Big C. So when we hear these youth stealing, we have to also wonder how smart are they? Because based on information that is out there, they've been doing this for several months, right in the vicinity of the transport center. So when we talk about fully done-ism, these persons were not even smart enough to say, they not think say we hit up the school right here, so the church, the restaurant, any and everybody get robbed already. We are running out of places and people to rob. Maybe we should extend and go somewhere else, take some sorts of vehicle, take some sorts of bus and go somewhere else and rob some other people. Therefore, we won't be hotting up the place. You cannot SHIT where you live or rest your head. However, it seems as if that concept flew over their head. Hence, they are now arrested, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, they say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Well, it seems as if the JCF don't get the memo, because they've had at least 5 references in the last 5 years or so in which escapees, prisoners, dangerous members of society have escaped from these jails. It seems as if they did not do any sorts of reinforcement, tightening up. Say to their co-workers, employees, listen, please keep an eye on these youths, because these youths are very dangerous. We want to keep them behind the bars, not outside of the bars. Well, people, it happened once again, one more again. 5 dangerous criminals in a Montego Bay Barnett Street escape. I am saying to myself, hold on a minute, it seems as if the probation or furlough department broke into the jail and released these youths. It seems as if because we're in the festive season, they gave them some monopoly game, as them call it in a foreign. And they got some sorts of get out of jail free card. And they use these same get out of jail free cards and they show the prison guards or the jail guards, and them look on it and them say, well, this look kind of legitimate, let them out. All 5 of them, people, if you build a jail, even though the jail is old, you can get some regular welder and make them know. So listen, build some bigger prison bars, jail bars, so that it is reinforced. Make sure that when these people go into these jails, they don't have any sorts of hacksaw, them not have no welding torch. More than likely, the possibilities are they will be there in time for court, in time to get sentenced, in time to go to their destination. No, the JCF did not think about this. And 5 men escaped 5 of these persons are charged for serious crime, broken a people's shop, gun, murder, jump over people fence, you name it, from A to Z. They were arrested for it and going to court. However, them buck the system, them beat the system. Like I said, they got early furlough. It seems as if them have some sorts of key and they were out. Whichever circumstance that they left, none of it is justified. But unfortunately, or fortunately for one, Edgar Spence, he lost his life at the hands of the police. I guess he did not understand why the police tried to confront him after escaping. So he put up some sorts of resistance like Barris, and it did not turn out too fortunate for him. If you look at the screen, there's a picture of him. Somebody sent me the picture of all of them and a picture of this man, Mr. Spencer. He was laying on the ground, and the question that followed the picture said something like this: is he dead or alive? I thought that it was some sort of trick question, so I was very careful before I answered. I said, well, it looks like he was in immense pain. It looks like he lost his life with his eyes open. It looks like he had his lighter in his hand at the time he was confronting the police. And it looked like he got the SHITTY end of the stick. Now, people, I don't know exactly what is going on based on the fact that we live in an information age, based on the fact that we've heard several complaints, based on the fact that several criminals have escaped over the past couple of months or years. So you would have thought that the police, the JCF, would have learned. But it seems as if somebody is getting some sorts of food, meaning bribery. Or the other option is that somebody is just fool, somebody is just negligent, somebody is just irresponsible. You cannot be this foolish. Jamaica cannot be this worthless. Point blank and period.
What you're looking at there, ladies and gentlemen, is a crime scene where a soup vendor in the Brownstown Senton area was stabbed to death by a bystander who he had an altercation with. At approximately 4:30 p.m. he was observed lying on the ground, where he was then assisted to the Sinnans Bay Hospital by police from the Brownstown Police Station. He was later pronounced dead upon arrival by doctors from the Sinnans Bay Hospital. No motive has yet been established for the killing.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called It Happened Again, and Again. An ex-hard-working man, 52-year-old David Drummond, known as Kiki Blue, lost his life on the job. Based on information, it is said that about 4:30 p.m., Mr. Drummond, who sells soap in the area, known by everybody for having some of the baddest soap, he was hungry, so he went into the market at one of those tuck shop or cafeteria, whatever them call it, ordered some food. While he was there was some sorts of verbal altercation with him and a next man known as Rass, an ex-vendor in the shop. Based on information, it is said that Mr. Rass wheel and pop off him 7 or 5-star ratchet, rush Mr. Drummond and give him 2 in the chest. He tried to run away from the scene of the crime. He fell down. He was then taken to the hospital where he succumbs to his injury. Now, people, don't we hear this too often in Jamaica? It seems as if whenever you get up, get ready, go to work, go to school, go to church, there's no longer any sort of safe space because misery loves company. People that are not very happy within their life, it is as if they're almost out there itching for somebody to say something to them, step on a toe, get shook. And it seems as if this is the case. Sometimes it is just bad anger management problem. People just don't like people, whether it is bad mind, whether it is competition, don't know the circumstances. Everybody think that the way to resolve any sorts of thing is through violence, whether the 5-star or even the toll. Such is the case in this case. So we say, Rass on the run, and Mr. Drummond gone to the afterlife. 2 lives and family lives disrupted because of one silly misunderstanding. Confrontation gone woefully wrong. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.